Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Today I have a 30 and 30, but I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to start with the most recent and work backwards instead of starting with the first one that I used and working forward. Not that it really makes a difference probably to you, but just to switch it up a little bit. And also because I am wearing the last color in this series. I took a couple days break in the middle of this because I got the new MAC Aladdin lipsticks and I couldn't wait any longer. I just really needed to wear them. So I had a couple days that I wasn't planning on wearing lipstick. I wasn't planning to have one of them on when I filmed today. But this one is the Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild in the shade Pink Your Poison. It's actually kind of a pretty color. It's kind of a weird formula though. I found it a little goopy. You have to really work it in or else it just looks a little weird. So that's what it looks like swatched. I think it's a decent formula. I like the metallic. I did not like the regular lipstick formula of this. I did not think it was good at all. So this one I think is okay. It's not my favorite. It hasn't transferred. I haven't eaten, I had a banana and I've been drinking coffee and it's not on my coffee cup as you can see. So that's a good sign, but we'll see what happens later on, but it's not one that I'm planning on decluttering. This next one I am going to declutter though. This is the Giorgio Armani, which hurts. Oh my gosh, that hurts to say that I'm decluttering Giorgio Armani. It is the shade 400. It is a Lip Maestro. And this is what it looks like. The problem with this is it has no dry down. So what it looks like now is what it's going to look like until it comes off. And it's not going to stay on. It's going to transfer. My coffee cup looked like I had blood all over it because it was a red shade, of course, but yeah, I did not like this formula. It has no staying power, no stickiness to your lips at all. It doesn't stick at all. And it's pretty. It's kind of shiny, which it's not really a lip gloss, but it kind of doesn't have that dried down look of a regular liquid lipstick. So yeah, that one was disappointing, as was this one. This is the Cargo Cosmetics. This is in the shade Cape Town, and it's a pretty color. I do like the color. It is so drying. My lips felt so dry by the end of the day, and I wanted to put something over it, but I was trying not to do that with any of these. So it does last really well. So if you want something that lasts really well, but that's drying, that's this one. I think I'm going to declutter this one as well. This one I'm just going to toss though, because for some reason it's kind of leaking, and I don't know why, but it looks a little gross, and I don't know. I don't want to give something that looks gross away to friends. So that one is being decluttered as well. And this one I'm going to declutter too. This sounds really sad. This is the NYX Soft Matte Metallic Lip Cream. And this is in the shade Madrid. I have the regular Madrid that's not the metallic as well. This is such a pretty color. I really loved the color. It is so dry though. I couldn't, my lips, yeah, it's just way too drying. So not a formula that I would like. It's a little dark. I liked it better. I thought it was going to be more cranberry, but it was a little more purpley on my lips, which was nice. But yeah, just didn't really enjoy the formula that much. This next one is pretty vulgar. It is the My Lips Are Sealed formula in Particularly Sophisticated. So this is a liquid lipstick, but it does not dry down. It has no dry down whatsoever. It's not really it's not a gloss because it's way thicker than that. There's a lot of these liquid lipsticks now that have kind of this formula. This is what it looks like. What I found is once I blotted it a couple times, it wasn't as sticky or goopy. It feels a little goopy on first application, but after blotting it down, I liked it well enough. It's a pretty color. So yeah, I did like that one. So that one I will keep. I mean, we have 2 out of 5 so far that I'm keeping. But yeah, it was a different type of formula. Next up is from Sephora. This is it's a lip stain, and this is in the shade 1, which is red. And it was an interesting formula. It's pretty thin because it is a stain. I don't know how well it stayed. It's okay. It lasts, it's not that long lasting, but it was fine. Wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate it, but yeah. It's staying, but it's okay. Same with this one. This is the Hard Candy Metallic Mousse Matte Metallic Lip Color in the shade Queen of Hearts, which is the reason why I bought this shade, because, you know, obviously I like that. And I can't tell, like, this has a weird scent to it. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell good. I think it's just the chemicals in it. The same with the Wet n Wild. It has just a weird scent to it. That's what it looks like. It's a pretty color. As you can see, this one is more purpley than this one. So I was glad that they had different kind of undertones. Not the time of the year to be wearing these shades, mind you, but. Then we have the IBY Beauty in the shade Berry Berry. This is another one that I think is an okay formula. Nothing overly exciting about it. It lasted fairly well. Actually, it lasted more than fairly well. It kind of has a cookie-ish scent to it, or bakery type scent to it. That's what it looks like. I'm going to keep it. I do like the shade. It's kind of a darker nudie kind of shade. So yeah, it's interesting. That's all I can say. Then we have from YSL, this is the shade 1. It is the Tatouage Couture, and it's a messy formula. I will say that. I don't like the formula of it. I'm going to declutter this one. I know, these high-end ones that I'm decluttering. So it's going to be decluttered. And the color is just okay. I'm not really into the orangey reds as much. I know they're really popular, but it's just, it wasn't something that I was really interested in, and it did transfer down here. I get transferred down here a lot when I eat, so not a big fan. Also being decluttered is from Julep. This is the matte lip mousse in the shade Ultimate Pearl. This was a Ulta exclusive, and the formula was fine. The color is okay, but it's starting to smell funky, and that's why I'm going to declutter it. This one is more shiny, the Pretty Vulgar, than the Julep, but yeah, so my first 10, I'm decluttering quite a few, tossing a few. It'll be interesting to see my final totals after all of this. Okay, so our next one is the Bonjour Creamy Lip Stain in Konnichiwa by The Balm. I got this in an Ipsy last month, I think, my April Ipsy. This is interesting. The shade barely looks like my lips, so it didn't really show up too much. I'm going to keep it. It doesn't last long. It says it's a stain. I would not categorize it as a stain. It is really thin though, but it does not stain the lips. So that is what it looks like. It's an interesting formula. I'm keeping it. The next one is from Too Faced. It is the melted, just the melted can. It's the melted formula, because there's melted matte, and I keep wanting to call it that. It is not. It is in the shade Candy. I decluttered several of these, but I really like this shade. It's very different than what I have, and it is not anything like the tube. Like, it is way brighter in real life. So the formula, I really liked it. It fades nicely, but it doesn't stick around. Like, it is not a lasting lipstick at all. So if you want something that's lasting, don't get the melted, but I did like the way that one worked. Some of them I've gotten from Too Faced on their sale were separated and kind of clumpy, so be careful of that. I would buy in the store so that you can return them easily. Next up is from Sleek. This is the Major Matte Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream in the shade red. Just plain old red. This is one that I am decluttering. I wasn't a big fan of the formula. It's really thin. I just didn't like it. And the color isn't, I'm not crazy about the color, so that one I will be decluttering and passing along. It was fine. One that I really liked, and once I finish with all of my lipsticks and I'm trying to use up stuff, this is a formula that I would be interested in buying full sizes of. It is the Ulta Beauty Matte Lip Cream. This is in the shade Bombshell. I really like this formula. It lasts really well. It feels nice. The color is so pretty on this one too. I'm going to build it up a little bit. That is what it looks like. I just really like this one. This is one of my favorites from the month, which is saying something. Next up is from MAC. This is the Retro Matte Liquid Lips color in Fashion Legacy. This is a messy formula. I was not a fan of this formula. The color is pretty though. I really do like the color. I felt like it was messy to apply and drying on my lips. This is one that I can't decide if I want to keep it or if I want to let it go, because it's not the best, but it's like, it's so pretty. I really love the color. I need to see if I have some dupes. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. But yeah, I really do like the color of this one a lot. Next up is from, what is this? This is Revlon. It is the Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. This is in a metallic though. This is in the shade Gleam. It's very pale. That's my biggest concern with it, is it's so pale. It doesn't really show up at all. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to try to build it up. I like the formula of this a lot. It doesn't last though. Oh, there you can see it. So it's really pretty and I like it, but I'm going to let it go too, just because I don't need it. It smells so good. It smells kind of fruity. It's a great, I really like it. I think I would like it in a darker color. I have some of the matte formula, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but I do like that one. All right. This is the NYX Cosmic Metals Lip Cream in the shade Crystallized Metal. This is pretty cool. I like the formula of this. I liked the color. It's just a little bit more than the Gleam that I just talked about. It's more of a lip gloss though. I wouldn't like, it's kind of the same problem that the Pretty Vulgar has. It doesn't really last, but it's kind of there. So that's what it looks like. It's really pretty. I liked the color and all of that. One that I love this one so much, and I want full sizes of this one as well. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Lips Liquid Lipstick in the shade Too Bad, I'm Bad. I love the color of this. I love the formula. I love how long it lasts. And it doesn't feel super drying on it. It's just really beautiful, lasts well. Really, really like that one a lot. It's given this, the Ulta, those two are my favorites so far in this set of 10. Next up is the Ciate London Glitter Flip in the shade, what is this in the shade? Infamous. I have this also in the holographic formula, so I will talk about that again in a minute. And this is what it looks like. The color is nice. It's a nice darker neutral color. It does give you some glitter, not as much as I was expecting to get in the first place, but that's what it looks like, and we'll talk about the next one in a little bit. And then my last one in this group of 10 is from Gerard Cosmetics. It is the Hydra Matte in the shade Immortal. I wore this in a video not too long ago, and I got lots of compliments. It was one that I filmed during this 30 and 30. And I was not expecting, like, I wanted to not like this because there's been problems with Gerard Cosmetics. I got this in a beauty box. And I was like, ugh. And, you know, it's a different formula. And I was like, I won't like it. And then I really liked it. I really liked the color. You know what? Yeah, I'm good with letting the MAC go. It's a little hard, but yeah. But that Gerard is really pretty. It's a bluey red. But yeah, I've been enjoying them. So decluttered some more in this group of 10. All right, final 10. The first one up is from Ulta Beauty. It is the matte metallic liquid lipstick in the shade Sharp Edges, which is kind of a weird name if you ask me. This is you know what, I'm going to let this color go. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't really like that color all that much. I was hoping it would be a little bit more vibrant, kind of like the Queen of Hearts one. As you can tell, I had like 3 that were pretty similar in shade. I'm going to let that one go though. I do like the formula. I'm not super crazy about the color. The formula is really good, just like the original liquid lip that I talked about a minute ago. Ciate London. This is the liquid velvet in the shade Sydney. This is a pretty color. I like the formula. I need to use more of my Ciate. So it's a good formula, and it's like your lips but better, the colors, which is just really nice. I like that one. All right, the one that I was talking about, the holographic glitter flip. This is Infamous, and I'm going to swatch it over here on the side, and I'm going to swatch the regular Infamous glitter flip next to it, and we're going to see there's a slight difference. Oh, I was going to declutter one of them, but that is what they look like. So maybe the holographic is just lighter. I guess I'm going to keep both of them. I was all prepared to get rid of one, but I guess I'm not going to. So we'll swatch this one over on the side. I like this formula. I think it's pretty good. I can't tell the difference between the holographic formula and the regular formula though, which is the main problem that I found. Okay, Grande Cosmetics. This is the Grande Lips Plumping Liquid Lipstick in the shade Desert Rose. I really like this one. It does burn. That's the main problem with it, because it does have like cayenne, I'm pretty sure, in it. So it will definitely plump. You can smell it. Oh my gosh, I can already smell it. It's a really pretty color. I really liked the formula. It burns for about 15 minutes though, so do note that it's going to last for a while, but it lasts well. ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Dopey. This is one of the few ColourPops that I have kept. I've decluttered most of them. It's a really pretty color. I like the satin formula better than the matte formula, but it doesn't last as long. That's the main problem with it. So I'm going to keep it, use it up, but yeah, I wouldn't probably buy any more ColourPop liquid lipsticks if I'm honest. Next up is Smashbox. I can still smell the Grande Cosmetics. Whew. Smashbox Always On Metallic Matte in the shade Maneater. It's a super pretty color. I really love this formula. It is bright and vibrant. It kind of reminds me of Fiore. I think, no, is it Fiore? The Stila, I have a Stila one that is similar. Really like both of them. Really pretty color. I love the metallic sheen to it. Obviously, I like metallic lips because that's what I'm wearing. Revlon. This one I got on clearance at Target, as you can tell by the sticker on the front. This is in the shade Temptation. It is just the regular matte liquid lipstick. It's a really fun color. I like the formula. It does need to be built up though, so that's one thing to keep in mind. It smells so good. It's a different formula than any other liquid lipstick I have, so I really do enjoy it. Definitely going to keep that one. This next one is from Cougar. It is a 24-hour liquid lipstick. I have no idea what color it is in, though, unfortunately. And I would not say it lasts 24 hours. This color is interesting. The formula is interesting. It's kind of similar to the Dopey, if I'm not they're pretty similar in shade. I'm going to keep it, but I don't know if I wouldn't go out and buy any Cougar lipsticks based on this, but it's an interesting formula. That's the best I can say. Smashbox, always on liquid lipsticks in the shade Driver's Seat. I love this formula. This is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks, this formula. Babe Alert is my favorite color. This one is kind of getting dried out. That's the main thing that I find with them, is they do tend to dry out, but that's what it looks like there. Still getting that like scent from the Grande Cosmetics. And then last up, this is the NYX Lingerie in the shade Exotic. And the color, this is the best color from the line for me. I don't really like the colors in this line, but I really like this formula. I think this and the soft mattes are my favorite from NYX, but that's what it looks like. So you can see I've had some very similar colors. It's a little darker than I would like, that last one. So I'm going to put totals down here of how many I've kept and how many I've decluttered, and I will let you know. Let me know what your thoughts were on these. Have you tried any of these formulas? I made sure that I had 30 different formulas throughout, even though a couple of them, the glitter flips were similar, but they're supposed to be different formulas. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions on all of these were. Are there different things that you would like to see me test out in these 30 and 30s? Let me know down below. I hope you are all having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you next time.